empathize with the black community. I've never been able to do that before because I would hear them say things like, "Oh, we walk down the street and we get profiled, and cops will just suddenly stop and frisk or whatever just because of the color of their skin." And I always thought like, it's a little bit of a stretch. It feels like a little bit of a stretch. That person must be doing something, right? And obviously, I've never experienced that before. I've never felt that way before and stuff. And so I always thought like, ignorantly, by the way, on my part, thinking like, I think you guys are, because I'm brown, I've never felt that and stuff like that. I'm also a minority. But now, with us, it wasn't the cops. Cops aren't just randomly to go and checking in the past. But now it's our turn, right? Now we feel it. Now we feel like, crap, can I just go down the street? Do I need my paper? It's like, why are you stopping me? I'm a U.S. citizen. What the, we're not doing anything wrong. And now we're being persecuted. And so now I'm thinking like, crap, this is what the black community meant, and I kind of feel bad. Well, I don't kind of feel, I feel bad because I never really could understand where they were coming from or where you guys were coming from. But I can assure you that now that it's here with us too, it's like, crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell. And it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted pretty much. And it's right now with us is because we're brown. You guys have had your turn when, cops were just in bigger cities, urban areas, stopping disproportionately, the black community and stuff. And I just want to say, like, I guess now I understand. I think moving forward, there's going to be a little bit more unity because we now can see where you guys are coming from. Well, at least I can. And so, yeah, guys, I just want to say sorry for being ignorant before, but I hope this unites all communities, not just minorities, and call out things for what they are, regardless of the race.
So Andre, after seeing that, because like basically, I feel like with Trump, Trump made it like cool to be black, not to use that term, but he put Hispanics like at the bottom of the totem pole. So you seeing that, do you feel like it may just be perception from society or the government, or do you just feel like black people are the problem?
It goes back to being in such a powerful and affluent nation. You get these bleeding hearts that the moment we start dictating our laws as we should as a nation. Oh, it's so horrible when they're persecuting us. No one's persecuting you. Are you illegal? Oh, you're not illegal. Okay, then why are you crying about it? Oh, I have to worry if I need my papers. If you know you're a citizen, if you know that you're a citizen, you're going to walk around here with the confidence that you are. If you are so insecure that they're going to ask me about my papers, you probably need to do worry, and you probably need to get deported, or you probably need to be educated on the fact that you're a citizen. If you're born here, you're born here. Why the fuck are you worried? Oh, they're going to think I'm, an illegal because I'm Latino. That's your insecurity, and this is the problem with America, that we have not solidified our identity. We've solidified it around the cosmetics, the economics, I can buy a car here and I like Grey's Anatomy. That makes me an American. No, it's your blood. It's the soil you stand on. It's the generations. So, like, well, I feel like I understand being black. No, it's not the same. It's really not the same. The culture that we have as a people, when we promote the music that we do, which is very violent, we have the households that are very violent because we have single black women who are raising children. 72% of black children are raised in single parent households, and 60% of those households are raised by black women. They're raising the children who are overly emotional and damaged, who have a lot of mental problems, who have a lot of issues economically, a lot of strain. And they're raising these children to be violent and listening to music that's violent, and are living in violent communities. That's on us. But you as a Latino talking about the immigration laws that we have every right to dictate because we are a nation, not a country, not just a country, but a nation. A nation is a people. We have every right to dictate that. We have every right to make things in the way that we should. So, if he's going to play this, I get tired of white liberals that do this enabling of black bullshit, and even Latinos that do this enabling of this crybaby black victim mindset bullshit. It's so weak. And it just shows that you have low expectations for us. And you're like, well, I understand. We're at the bottom. We're at the bottom because we put ourselves at the bottom, because we continue to have a bottom mindset, a bottom way of thinking. That's what it is.
We got a super chat from RJ. He's one of our regulars. Andre, he wanted to ask you a question. He says, but Andre,
Yes.
would you you say that the Jewish
Yes.
community of the Holocaust?
Yes. Stop crying about what happened. The cost happened. It happened. It was horrible. It was a horrible thing that happened to Jewish people. But move the fuck on. I don't need to hear about it every. We don't need to do these special things for it. This is why we have the funding for Israel. The first thing they do when you start talking about Israel is they want to say, well, if you don't support them, there's going to be another Holocaust. Well, why should I support this country?
There already is another Holocaust that they're doing.
Yeah, in
I've
Palestine.
been watching it for 2 years. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
the Palestinians.
Yes, hundreds of thousands of children experiencing level 5 famine right now.
Right.
Yes.
Let's go back to clean break. Let's go back to the entire plan of destabilizing these countries. They did that. That was the Holocaust, the beginning of it.
No, we did. We're paying for it. It's your taxes. No, it's your taxes.
We support it.
We also pay for their health care and their education. So all that money that we're sending to Israel isn't going to those poor Black communities that need it. Those mothers that don't have support, community and governmental support.
They do.
Community support. No, they don't. They don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. I was a single mother. Capita. So, hey, excuse me, try again. Speak on what you know. Cool. You don't know what it's like to be a single mother.
I don't want to be a single mother.
You don't know.
No, I don't want to ever be a single mother.
Trust me, it is. But
I know the experience.
And there's a lot of women that do it.
I've got people my age, friends that are now single mothers that I have to sit back and have these conversations.
But have you lived that experience? No, you haven't.
I'm not a woman. I'm never going to be a woman, but I can speak on things. I can speak on these things. If you're educated on the topic, you can speak on it, right?
You're not educated enough.
People haven't been to Mars, but they can speak on the functionality of planets and solar systems, right?
Through those things. No, you can't.
Yes,
I can. You don't know more than someone who is a single mother.
I most certainly can speak on it. Yes, I can.
You know more than a single mother on single mothers? That sounds a little
We're going to go to the next person. Enzo, do you feel like the law enforcement has been hard on the Latino community since Trump's election?
Wholeheartedly, no, I don't. I don't think so. I think this just plays into, in my eyes, propaganda that it's like, oh, they're just going after brown people. They're just going after anybody who looks suspicious. No, they're going into areas where they know that illegal migrants are. They have the people that they're looking for. They have deportation orders ready for these people. If they go into an apartment complex, like in the one in Colorado, where Tende Aragua took over, and there are illegal migrants that are there living there, they're going to take the gang members that they came for, and they're going to take everybody else that came there too. And if they go into another area where there are illegal migrants and just people that are there that cannot prove that they are citizens, they're going to take them, detain them, the same way a police would detain a group of people until they figure out who they are and then release them. I don't think it's profiling. I really don't think it's anything like that. This is just enforcing laws in the United States, which was a crazy concept over the last 4 years. So I'm happy with what they're doing.
Doc, does Black and Brown need to work together?
Nah, hell no. But I actually want to give my time away. So we spoke to Andre, who said the Black community should get over this 400 years of slavery, Jim Crow, oppression, and all this. You're a well-spoken young Black brother. I want you to tell us how to get over it right now.
I love doing it. I do it all the time with my content. So how we get over it is that we have to focus on our own areas. When we look at the Black community, the reason for why things don't work and why we don't have anything is because we destroy things for ourselves. And we only do things to say, look, white people, look what we did. Oh, look, you didn't think that we could build a school and it fails within the next 5 years. Or you didn't think we can have a business and then it fails within the first 18 months. 81% of Black businesses fail in the first 18 months. We need to start being tough on crime, being tough on education, being tough on these single mothers.
How do we do that?
Going into Black women saying that you have failed as women, you have failed in running the community. And Black men, you have failed for taking responsibility and need to take better care of yourselves. We need to put fathers in the household, not for the boys. We already know that's the main mission. But the focus needs to be on the girls so they can see what a good example of a man is. This is the problem. The Black conservatives are always like, we need more fathers in the household for the boys. No, we need more fathers in the household for the girls to see, hey, this is what a man should be. This is what a man is. This is the kind of partner that I want to pursue. I want someone at the level and characteristics, good quality characteristics of my father and better. and so I can have children with. We don't do that in the black community. We're about sucking and fucking and doing all the ratchet shit. That's why Sexy Red and all these different horrors you see within black media, these disgusting rappers who represent us, are so popular because we glorify it, because we focus on it, because we allow these things to fester and we promote it. We profit off of it. So we really need to be tough on our people. We got to stop holding our hand and crying about, oh my goodness, slavery happened. People were slaves long before black people came to America. Slavery was going on in Africa long before white people came to Africa.
Time out.
That's a fact.
How would you implement this? You gave us no plans. You gave us no programs. You gave us no.
Am I supposed to give you? Am I supposed to give you like my bill?
I listen. You gave us no way forward. What I heard you say is we should tell these bitches to stop sucking and fucking.
Yes, we
should.
So
when you say people
certainly. That's a cultural problem.
Sambo,
this is the problem with black people. Is that when you provide them the solutions, they don't like the solutions.
That's by design. Because you.
It's not by design.
You got on here and insulted black people with no way forward. With no way forward for black people.
I've insulted
with no way forward for black people.
And nigga representation.
And why they call you?
Honestly, I think you're representing. I think you're representing.
That hard ER on the end is why they call you.
I said nigga. I said nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You can't
I can say it hard
right. Uncle Ruckus. You can't even
Uncle
say
Ruckus.
it right.
Uncle Ruckus. What's wrong with Uncle
Ruckus?
You
say it like you ain't never said nigga.
What's wrong with Uncle Ruckus?
Nigga with your chest, cuz.
What's wrong with Uncle
Ruckus? Chest like you said it before in the barber shop.
So I'm gonna go to this point. I'm gonna go to this point real fast. I'm gonna go to this point. I want to go to this point.
You heard how I said it with my chest,
brother.
Nigga.
You're a prime example of what I'm talking about. We've got overly emotional ass black men that don't know when to shut the fuck up. Or yes, you are. You're very overly emotional. You didn't listen to what I said. You didn't like the solutions. You didn't agree with the solutions. I did.
What was your? Can you give a? Can you just hold on? We don't time out. Can you give a bullet point?
Do I have to like put in my law? I have to get the senators together.
Put us back in chains because he
put his back in chains now. Why would I put his back in chains?
All right, guys.
What is this BDSM shit? What is this BDSM shit? What master?
Hold on. Be quiet.
No, I want to make it clear, like so that way there's no back and forth. I'm trying to get to the. So the understanding of what the things.
Hold on, Heaven, hold on.
You wanted to implement.
Heaven,
because that's what Doc was saying, correct?
Heaven. Slim, you haven't got a chance to go. You've heard everything that these people are saying. You more like laid back. What do you think?
I mean that's just what I stand on, man. I'm a dude that believes in intelligence over emotions at all times. And I believe when these videos come out like this, you know, with the little Mexican guy, I think it's all about clout chasing. He's doing it at the right time. He's preying on emotions. And based on what Andre is saying, man, I agree 100%. So I'm a student of the game at this point. I'm just sitting back taking it in.
All right, let's go to the next topic, Doc. This is your topic. A young boy was kidnapped. And basically his father left him, and they were actually trying to get the mother. So let's take a